June 16th, 2021 special board, Parma City School District Board of Education meeting. Would everybody please stand for the pledge of allegiance? Pledge allegiance
to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you. Roll call, Mrs. Nucio.
Mrs. Bratz.
Present.
Mrs. Carpus.
Present.
Mr. Price. Mr. Schweitzer.
Present.
Mr. Vaughn.
Thank you, Mr. Nucio. Unless there's an objection, we will dispense with the reading of the special meeting notice. The board remains at this point committed to the health, safety, and welfare of its students and their parents, our staff, and our community. But even in these times, the board needs to take actions to keep the district operational now and fully functional in the future. For these reasons, the board will conduct an in-person meeting tonight with limited seating due to the required 3-foot social distancing. We will live stream this meeting to the public in accordance with applicable law. Dr. Smilak, can you please confirm that this meeting is currently being live streamed?
Yes, it is.
Thank you. Can you please monitor the live streaming throughout the meeting, and if there is a problem, please speak up immediately so that the technical difficulty may be addressed.
I will.
Thank you. That brings us to Human Resources. Mrs. Bratz.
Thank you, Mr. Schweitzer. I move for the adoption of Resolution 2021-06-298, confirmation of certificated administrative appointments replacement.
Second.
We have a motion to second for 2021-06-298. Any questions or comments? Mrs. Nucio?
Mrs. Bratz.
Yes.
Mrs. Carpus.
Yes.
Mr. Schweitzer.
Yes. 2021-06-298 has been approved.
Congratulations.
Congratulations.
I have some introductions, if I can.
No.
Thank you. We are still streaming live. So. We'll start with Lisa Kubinsky, who is joining us from the Brooklyn City Schools. She will be a dean, part-time at Green Valley, part-time at Hillside. She's coming to us with 11 years of teaching experience, plus nonprofit work as well. She taught science and math in the middle school and elementary level. She's taught at St. Francis of Assisi, and most recently in the Brooklyn City Schools. In addition, she's been a grade level team leader, served on her building leadership team. She's been part of curriculum writing for the Diocese of Cleveland and Brooklyn City Schools. And she's an alumni of the First Ring Teacher Leadership Program, among all the other committees she's been involved with. She received her bachelor's in psychology and communication from John Carroll University, her teaching license from Notre Dame College, and her master's in administration from Cleveland State University. She's proudly married to her husband, Alex. We are very grateful for her joining our team. Do you have a few words to say?
Thank you so much to the board, Dr. Smilak. I am so excited to be on board with the administration here. I've heard so many wonderful things, and I'm really excited to be working with these women in her district and learning all that I can and contributing as much as I can to the district.
Congratulations, Lisa.
Once in a previous life, I was an administrator in the First Ring, as we go back, so.
This is
Glad to
supposed
see
to be
the
a short
program's
meeting.
still there.
We also have Leah Walton. She was not able to join us this evening, but she's joining our team as well. She's going to be dean at Ridgebrook Elementary School. She spent the last 11 years in education. She graduated from Anderson University in 2009 with a Bachelor of Arts in History Education. Graduated with her master's degree in theology, historical studies, and education from the University of Dayton in 2013. She's currently working on her PhD in educational leadership at the University of the Cumberlands. She taught 7 years in various grade levels, ranging from upper elementary through high school. The past 4 years, she has served as an assistant principal, then principal at Parma Community Schools. Plucked her away from Constellation. During her time at Parma Community, she created a district PBIS program that has received state recognition. It was recently featured by the Ohio Department of Education and the Ohio Center for Autism and Low Incidence. Outside of school, she's involved in a loving relationship with Rob, who has a 5-year-old daughter named Reagan and a German Shepherd puppy named Kimber. They love to travel and are working towards their goal of visiting all 50 states. She enjoys volunteering in the community and is excited to be working at the school district in the community she herself lives in. So we look forward to Leah joining Ridgebrook, and we're sorry she couldn't attend tonight. Also, I want to say a few words about the process to the board. and we'll introduce Andy next, but one of the questions the interview panels asked me when we went through the Parma Senior process was, why wasn't this posted externally? And clearly the dean positions were posted externally, as we have 2 external hires. And if you really look at how we're trying to grow a healthy organization here with the school district, we do never want to stagnate. We always want, fresh ideas and fresh energy from the outside. But we're really thrilled to be able to do that really at the entry level administrative positions. That way, by the time there's a principal opening, someone has experience with us, they know our culture, they know our playbook, they know all of the district goals and the programs that we put in place. So we're never having that dramatic change in your really key leadership positions. We're thrilled that Lisa's joining us. We're thrilled that Leah's joining us with new energy. They beat out some really top-notch Parma teachers, too. But again, that allows us to really have a pipeline of leaders. And so that leads to the next leadership position. We won't go through a bio with Andy because he's been with us. But Andy has been with us for 3 years as the principal of Shiloh Middle School. And what has most impressed us about Andy has been his growth as an instructional leader. He came to us with a great presence. He came to us as a rising star. He came to us with a lot of work in his previous administrative positions in PBIS and really building the culture of a building. But what we've been most impressed by is he wasn't happy just at that level of leadership. He committed himself to really being in classrooms and being able to give really great feedback to teachers in the types of pedagogy that we've really embraced and the playbook that we've really put in place. It was a difficult process with Parma Senior High. We had 2 interviews for really what was 2 candidates. I opened the second round by saying, this is the second interview of what we hoped was going to be a 1-interview process. But it was important that we would come to consensus. After the first round, we didn't have consensus. We had approximately half of the panel wanted one person and approximately half the panel wanted another. And then we brought people back in for a second round. And in that second round, it was very clear that Andy had the consensus of the panel. He won the room. And they are excited about his leadership and coming into Parma Senior High. And we are very excited too. So with all those things said, Andy, a few words?
Thanks. First, I wanted to thank Dr. Smilek and Ms. Drapko for really their trust in me. I do feel like I've grown because of your leadership. So my instructional leadership is really a byproduct of your work, so I really appreciate that. I thank the board for your trust. Yesterday I walked the hallways with Bridget and just became more excited about Parma Senior in general. She made the comment as she was walking that the building has great bones. And actually I met with Dave Knapp earlier, about an hour and a half ago, and he said a very similar concept. And I felt that as I was walking through. My excitement has grown. I can promise the teachers that you're going to have a supportive leader that is going to work with our administration as well as you to support what we're doing in classrooms. Our students, you're going to get a very caring person. I'm excited because many of the Shiloh students over the past couple of years have come up to Parma, and I have very quality relationships with those students. And they already know that they'll have a very caring person leading that building. And then to the community and parents, I am thrilled to continue working in this community. I said 3 years ago when I was hired as the principal of Shiloh that the community interested me because of the tight sense of who we are, the history moving forward, to create something really positive for our kids. I feel that. I felt that at Shiloh, and I'm really looking forward to continuing it here. So thank you very much.
Some people, Mr. Snell, would even call that a social fabric.
Great.
Who would do that?
I can't imagine. Lastly, I want to thank the board though for coming in today. Obviously we have a meeting scheduled next week, but your being willing to come in early allows us to continue our processes and make sure that we can get the best candidates. The faster we have these appointments, the faster we can post those jobs, etc. So thank you very much for taking time out of your schedule today.
No problem. Happy to do this. This is exciting work.
You had a Parma High grad. 2 years Parma High student, now we 4.
1 year Parma.
1-year farm.
to be honest.
You wouldn't say
Normandy
that if Janine
grad.
was in the
That's
room.
right, that's right.
We represent all three.
She scared me, that's how I made it through.
Anyway,
Well, I think it's exciting. I immediately thought when I saw that you were the candidate for Parma Senior that that would be so nice for those Shiloh students
Sure.
coming through.
Absolutely.
And really helpful to you. You'll know so
Absolutely,
many
no doubt,
students.
No doubt, yeah.
You
I'm
know,
excited.
as well, so that's a really nice fit.
Thank you, thank you.
And, but I love when you talk about caring person being in the building. I think that's terrific.
I appreciate that.
And that's, you know, that speaks to a lot of what's important to
Thank
me, so
Thank
good
you, I
for
appreciate
you.
that.
And welcome from Brooklyn.
Yeah,
That's
welcome, everybody.
great. I think that's wonderful that you are excited to come here to Parma. We welcome you. And I'm just going to say, I happened to meet Leah accidentally Saturday.
At the Gyro and Rock?
Well,
They ran out of ribs.
I was calling it the Parma
I like
Chamber
that.
of Commerce event, but if that's what you would prefer. But it was just coincidental, and we met, and she seems like a lovely person. She's very excited, and I'm sorry she's not here today, but I'm looking forward to seeing her in action too, so.
well, welcome to all. We've had a pretty good reputation lately of building great teams here. And with that, Charlie, filter it on down and welcome, because you're all going to be part of a great team. You got a nice support group that came here too.
I wasn't here. I was so touched. Like,
There we go. All right, are we ready?
Yep.
Okay, I move to adopt resolution 2021-06299 to adjourn this meeting.
second.
We have a motion second to adopt resolution 2021-06299. Questions, comments? Mrs. Nucio?
Mr. Schweitzer.
Yes.
Mrs. Carpus.
Yes.
Mrs. Bratz.
Yes.
Resolution 2021-06299 has been approved. This meeting is adjourned.